morning students. Welcome back to English online classes. Today is the day 9 session. That is, we are discussing about the part 2 lesson. I'll just recapture everything what happened in the previous session, children. When he was about to ask the hermit about the 3 questions and answers, the hermit said he just showed the position, just showed the direction one man was coming towards him. When both of them noticed that the man was coming, he was holding the hand to his stomach and was coming. He had the wound in his stomach, and when the man came near the king, he just fell down. Both the hermit and the king dressed him very well. They dressed the wound, and the king covered the wound with the kerchief. Then too the blood was flowing, so he thought he wanted to redress him again. So he redressed him again, and the wound was now again redressed the wound, and he kept the kerchief, covered the kerchief. Now the blood was not flowing. The hermit and the king, both of them took the man into the hut and laid him on the bed. And the man said that he was feeling thirsty. He wanted to drink something. The king went and gave water to him. After drinking water, the man just lied on his bed and slept. And the king also, he was feeling very tired because the whole day he was working. He was digging the ground, so he felt very tired, and he also lied next to that man. He was just the king was also lying just on the floor, and he slept. When he woke up in the morning, for a few minutes he was just was surprised where he was and why this bearded man was sleeping next to him, he thought. Then the bearded man also, he woke up and he saw the king and he said, "Forgive me, king." The king did not understand why this man was asking him, "Forgive me." But the man said that you don't know about me, my lord, but I know very well about you, because one day you gave a death sentence to my brother and you seized all my property also. You took away all my property also. From that day I got revenge on you. I thought I want to kill you. So one day when I saw that you were going inside the forest, I thought you will finish up your work and come back again. And I planned that I would kill you. But a day passed and you did not come back. When you did not come back, I started coming inside the forest. When I was just coming inside the forest, your bodyguard recognized me and he wounded me. And anyway, with a great risk, I just escaped from your bodyguard, and I came and you just saved my life. So that is why I'm asking you forgive me. I thought of killing you, but in return you saved my life. So for this I wanted to become your faithful servant. Not only me, Lord, but I wanted my sons also to become a faithful servants to you. The king was very, very much pleased because an enemy has become a friend to him in a very peaceful way. He was really very happy. He told, "Don't worry, I will just send some servants to you to help you because you are feeling very sick, and I'll send my own doctor to you to cure your wound." And like this he told, and he left that man in the hut and he came outside to see the hermit, because he thought that today at any cost I want to ask the hermit the 3 questions. I want the answers for my 3 questions. Anyhow, I want to ask the hermit before I leave this place, he thought. And when he came there, the king, so he wanted to ask the hermit at any cost to get the answers for his questions. So up to that, I have stopped in the previous session, children. And in the today's session, we'll just read the rest of the lesson, children. Please keep your books in front of you and just see what I am reading, children. "You have already been answered," said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. So, you have already been answered. So when the king came and asked him that you did not answer my 3 questions right from the beginning, but today you must answer my 3 questions, he asked the hermit. The hermit said, you have already been answered. You have already been answered. I will not tell you anything because you already got the answers. You already got the answers for the 3 questions, said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. So when the hermit was telling that, he was just bending his head, and you know that the king was standing just before him. Then he was just telling, I will not give you any answers, my lord. I have already given the answers to you. You already got the answers from me. How have I been answered? What do you mean? How have I been answered? You did not, from the right beginning I came here, I was asking you the answers for the 3 questions. You did not answer me. You ignored me a lot. But now you are telling that I have got the answers. How could I got the answers? How I have been answered? I don't know. He said, Do you not see? Replied the hermit, if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. See, the answers I told that I have not given you, but you have already got the answers. How do you know? You have, when I was digging the ground, when you came to my place, near my hut, you saw me, I was digging the ground. So what you did, you pitied me. You got pity over me because I was an old man, I was digging, I was sweating a lot, I was very tired also. You thought I was very weak. You pitied towards me and you just helped me. What you have done? You have just helped me in digging the beds. You would have gone away. Actually, when you came here, you asked me 3 questions about the answer, but I did not answer you. You would have gone away. You would have gone away because if someone doesn't answer, how do you feel? We get irritated and we get angry also. We'll just go away. But you did not go away. Even though I did not answer you, you did not go away. You just took the spade from me. You just helped me. You just took pity over me and you just helped me. Then that man would have attacked you and you would have wished you had stayed with me. See, if you thought that I ignored you and I did not answer to your questions, you would have gone away. You would have not stayed here. You would have gone away. And what would have happened? The man, now that wounded man is inside the hut, no, he would have killed you. He would have killed you. If you had not pitied me, if you had not took pity towards me, you would have gone away and you would have been killed by that person. You would have been killed by that person. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds. So now you asked me, no, what is the right time to begin something? That is the right time. The sowing seeds, no, that is the right time. When I was digging, you took the spade from me and you were digging the beds, no, that was the right time to begin something. That is the right time. Because it was the right time. If you not thought that, what would happen? You would have gone away. You would have gone back away and that man would have killed you. So what you did, you took the spade from me and you helped me. So that is the right time you did it. The right time is you were digging the beds. If you not dig the beds, what would happen? You would have gone there, you would have gone back and that man would have killed you. So what is the right time to begin something, you asked me, no? So you got the answer. So that what was the right time? Digging the beds was the right time. Digging the beds was the right time that is answer for your first question. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds. The most important time is you are digging the beds. And I was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business. So what is your second question? Which people he should listen to, no? So the most important time was when you were digging the beds, and I was the most important. Who was the important man? I was the important man. And to do me good was your most important business. So when I was digging bed, you took the spade from me, so I was the important man for you. And the most important business is that you were digging the bed. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him. So the most important time is, what is the most important thing for him to do? That is, for that what you have to do? The most important time was when you were caring him. So the most important time when you were caring that man. The man was wounded, no, you were caring him. That was the most important time. Because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. See, actually once again children, see, if you have not washed his wounds, if you have thought it is not an important thing, would have gone away, that man would have died. If you would not wash his wounds, would not take care over him, he would have died. And he would have died and without having peace with you. So you have cured his, when you have washed his wounds and you saved his life. So now he is alive. So you have made peace with him. You have made peace with him. So he was the most important man. So who is the most important man? The wounded man is the most important man. And what you did for him was your most important business. And what was the most important thing for you to do? He'll be asking you, no? The most important thing is the important person is that wounded man. And washing his wounds and saving his life is the most important business for you. Do you understand? He said. So, remember then, there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. So, remember then, there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. So, everybody will be predicting that what happens in the future, we have to do it now itself. That is all not correct. What he said, there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. So, the most important time is the time which you are doing. Whatever you are doing now is the most important time. So, you should not think before itself what will happen in the future. How to do in the future, what to do in the future is now not good. The time which you are doing, the thing which you are wanted to do now is that is the time you want to do it. That is the important thing. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. So, we should not predict anything in future. So, what you wanted to, what happens in the present, that only we should think. So, the now means what happens now only, that is the present time. We have to think over that only. The most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment, for no one knows what will happen in the future and whether we will meet anyone else. So, you ask me, who is the important person? So, nobody can predict that what will happen in the future. Who will be the important person you have to meet and all. It's not, we cannot predict it. So, what happens now is the most important time, and you are with a particular moment. If you are in a particular moment, what you are doing, that person is the important person for you. So, for that you cannot predict before itself who will be the important person to meet him, or who is the important person I should know. That now is not correct, he said. So, the moment to whom you are working with, is the important person. And the time which you are doing that is a particular time, that is the most important right time to begin something also, the same thing. So, we don't know what will happen in the future. Whom we will meet also, we don't know. We should not just think about the future. We should always think about the present. So, what happens in the present, we have to think, but we should not think about the future. Because no one knows what will happen in the future. Whom we will meet also, we cannot predict, children. So, what happens in the present moment, that is the right time. And with whom you are working, that he will be the important person also. The most important business is to do that person good, because we were sent into this world for that purpose alone. So, see, he asked who is the important person, what is the important thing also. What happens in the present time, that is the right time, the right person. What happens to him, you have to do with that person. He will be the most important person to you. So, because God has sent everyone to do some good to everybody in this world. So we were sent into the world for that purpose alone. So, we are sent alone in this world. We are sent here in this world to do some good to others. Not any bad, children. We should do. We people are sent by God to do something good to the good on this earth. So, that was the thing the hermit told. So, he did not answer him. He just, the answers were given by, the answers he had known by himself. That the work which he had done itself is the answer. Because he helped the man in the right time. He did not leave him because he is a king. No, he did not think that I am a king, I should not serve this man who is bleeding also. So, but even though he was a king, he acted as a normal man. He washed his wounds and saved his life. So the most important man is that wounded man. The most important thing is he was helped that man. The right time is the sowing the seeds is the right time actually. If you not, if he thought that he was a king and he should not dig the ground, then what would have happened? He would have gone back and he would have been killed by that man. So the right time is the time which he thought that he should help that hermit. He dig the ground, and when the man came, helped him. So like this he got the answers for the 3 questions. What is the right time to begin something? Which people he should listen to? What is the most important thing for him to do? So the moral of the story is, children, is to live in the present moment rather than grumbling about the past and being anxious about tomorrow. See, children, the moral of the story is to live in the present. We all should live in the present. We should not think about the future. We should not think about the future. We should live in the present rather than grumbling about the past. Some people will be grumbling about the past. Oh, in the past something had happened. I did this thing. If I had not done this thing, I would have been very happy. So nobody should think about the past. Everybody should think about the present. What is happening in the present, he should think about the present, not about the future. And being anxious about tomorrow. Nobody should be anxious about tomorrow. What will happen tomorrow? Whether I'll be happy or not. Whether what will happen tomorrow. What will happen? So this knowledge should not think. He should think about the present. What is happening? He should not think about tomorrow. Tomorrow will come tomorrow, but he should not think about tomorrow. He should think about today. What is happening today? What good he should do today. He should think that, but he should not think about the future, or he should not think what will happen tomorrow. No, he should not think. So the moral of the story is to live in the present. One should live in the present, the moment, present moment. What is happening in the present moment, he has to live in that. Rather than grumbling about the past, he should not think about the past and being anxious about the tomorrow. He should not be anxious about tomorrow, what will happen tomorrow, whether I will be good or not, whether I can succeed or not. All this he should not think. He should be very peaceful and think about the present. What will happen in the present, he should think of that. So, my dear children, I hope you all have understood the lesson and enjoyed the lesson. So, my lesson has been completed. The first part, the second part has been completed. You all should read the lesson properly and understand it very well. And see, there in the first part also some comprehension check has been given. 2 questions have been given. You have to read the first part very properly and just answer these 2 questions, children. And after that, you just read the second part also. And wherever you find a difficult word, just underline it and refer in the dictionary. And also, some questions are given in this 8 questions are given. Try to answer them very well. If you read the lesson completely, loudly and silently what I said, you can definitely answer all these questions. And I'll just help you with the grammar in the next session, children. I hope you all have understood my lesson. I think so.